Luxury is indulgent and unhurried. Commerce is sell, sell, sell. But that's not our style. So we set out to redefine luxury commerce by championing 100 years of unique design heritage and sharing the rich stories behind our products and our brand. We immersed our audience of creative curators in the world of Bang Olufsen. But it's not just the stories we told, it's how we told them.
When we first decided to make a new statement loudspeaker from Bang & Olufsen, the question wasn't, what are we going to build? The question was, what do we want it to sound like when you're sitting and listening to music?
The shape is a circle, and the reason why I choose a circle is because the sound travels in circles.
We crafted every detail, connecting product and experience language with one clear voice. We married luxury and commerce in our own way to create what we like to call slow commerce. And the results? They were anything but slow. Within a week of launching, we saw an uplift in revenue, conversion, and order value. But this is just the beginning of a total transformation from product manufacturer to brand experience platform built for growth, for a new age of luxury.
But is that what happened? Let's take a look at Bang& Olufsen. Founded in 1925 near Struer, a small town in the western part of Denmark, where two young Danish engineers, Peter Bang and Sven Olufsen, began production of radios in the attic of the Olufsen family home. From their first product, the Eliminator, which was a device to let people plug their battery-operated radios directly into the wall. It gave users an uninterrupted power supply from their home directly to their radio, eliminating the need for the large, bulky batteries of the day. To their first audio systems designed for movie theaters, where they manufactured the amplifiers and speakers needed for better quality films. Then, in 1929, is when things took off for the company. Their first mass produced radio, the 5 Lamper, revolutionized audio quality and design at the time. Today, Bang& Olufsen still operates out of Struer, Denmark, producing some of the world's best speakers, headphones, and other audio equipment, including a pair of floor standing speakers that start at a staggering 211,000 US dollars. However, not everything is as it seems. The company has undergone financial troubles over the past many years and has tried repositioning their products to attract a younger client base. But somehow, they still seem to fall short. Their success was highlighted from the 1950s to the 1990s when they shined, keeping craftsmanship and quality at the forefront of their design and innovation. But quality and craftsmanship can only get you so far. By the turn of the century, something changed with the creation of smartphones, music streaming, and eventually smart speakers. Bang& Olufsen had to do something to adapt, or else they would be left behind. This challenged the company and showed executives at Bang& Olufsen that their company structure, once strong and resilient, was not very stable or strong. Enter the 21st century, where consumer listening switched to streaming services such as Spotify, Tidal, and Apple Music. Not many people were listening to their music on home based audio systems. Companies like Apple, Google, and Amazon all creating their voice enabled AI infused speaker systems, such as the Google Home, Apple HomePod, or Amazon Alexa, all pushing the limits of technology. Bang& Olufsen entered into a technological race that created a new segment that doesn't just rely on hardware. Rather, it relies on digital access, software, connectability, and a technological ecosystem where they seem to be stuck playing catch up. Enter their brand new BeoPlay or BeoPlay line, a sub brand of the company, which included headphones, in ear earbuds, and portable speakers such as the BeoLit 12, H9 headphones, and E8 earbuds. This did help the company outline their adaptability to new consumer demands while still maintaining their quality. But they did not want to change their brand image and follow what other large audio companies such as Sennheiser or Bose were doing. Their products still were expensive and technologically behind. How can a company which has prided itself on its software and craftsmanship adjust to a modern age? Well, that's a complex answer. Despite trying to adapt, they are struggling with high prices and advertisements to a specific market in their design language. Their earnings in 2015, before interest and taxes, were down 34%. When a company doesn't change their business model in time, it becomes a life or death situation. So, why didn't it work? Slow customer service, high prices, software issues, and features that arrived way too late to their product lineup have crippled the company's success. And the surprising thing is, they still haven't fully adapted. Let's take a look at their new flagship headphones, the H100s, which cost a staggering $2,200 before taxes and shipping. Granted, current tariffs on imported goods have also been a contributing factor to the higher price. But even then, their original list price was $1,549. What else have they done to change? First, they set out to change their online presence, working with Publicis Sapient, a digital consulting company. They overhauled their entire experience, changed their website, developed new apps for their products, created a new customer relationship management platform, and entirely shifted their digital approach. They even partnered with auto manufacturers such as Audi, BMW, and Aston Martin, and more recently Ford Motor Company, to showcase their audio systems. But even then, it was not enough. Their performance across all markets was inconsistent. Asia, Europe, the Middle East, and Africa are their biggest regions for sales. But performance has still been lacking across the last 25 years. Looking at financial reports from 1997 to 2025, they did have some good financial performance in some years, but not every year. Analyzing their yearly financial reports, which can be found directly from Bang Olufsen themselves or through the very useful resource annualreports.com, where their annual financial reports have been collected since 2001, you can see that in some years, such as 2019 to 2020, they reported a net loss of as much as 576 million Danish kroner. Management openly described that year as a commercial crisis, citing weak sales, poor execution, and a drop in demand. Their high end TVs, smartphones, and speakers struggled to compete with competitors who offered cheaper, more future rich, and ecosystem friendly alternatives. Whereas in other years, they did report gains as much as 81 million kroner in 2017 and 2018. Reporting at a financial loss consistently for the last 6 years, Bang& Olufsen has been struggling for quite some time. Let's take a look at their products. Going through their websites, you can see an impressive lineup of products for the company, but their pricing is still way beyond what most consumers are willing to pay for audio equipment. Their software and ecosystem are still not up to par with competitors. Even today, there are many issues, multiple complaints of buggy software, connection stability, connection issues, lack of customer support, and lack of an ecosystem you can connect more than one product to are still currently harming the company. I will demonstrate some of these issues with my own personal Bang& Olufsen products, as I happen to be a huge fan of the brand. For example, their earbuds, initially released as the BeoPlay EQ a few years ago, I no longer own these as they did break shortly after I let them sit for a month. So I did pull an image off of the internet. I do not I do not know why they introduced this product to the market. They did not fit well in the ear, relied on touch sensitive software, had poor equalizer options within the app through their Biosonic system, whereas other competitors such as Bose have an actual 6 band equalizer or more. These originally retailed for $399, but now you can still buy them new for under $100. Talk about product appreciation. Or let's take a look at their new Bang& Olufsen Beoplay A1, the third generation of a portable waterproof speaker that they have released to market. One of which I have also have and thoroughly enjoy, but recently it just died on me. Completely stopped working after the battery died because it kept restarting itself and refused to stay on longer than 30 seconds, even with a full charge. As you can see here, I tried powering it on after charging it fully. It was completely unresponsive. In the next clip, you can see I have a pair of earbuds that are on and connected to my phone, but the app does not recognize this. You can see the case itself has connected, but the headphones themselves have not. Not to mention, why does the case, a charging case, need a separate Bluetooth connection to your phone? None of the competitors seem to have this issue. Additionally, I would like to point out that their technology is often behind. Only recently did they fully add Dolby Atmos to their H100 headphones, when competitors have been utilizing Dolby Atmos for a long time. Bang& Olufsen in-ear headphones, like the Beoplay EX for example, which I do own, still do not have support for that feature, or even spatial audio, and these came out many years ago. Whereas others, such as the AirPods Pro 2 or Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds, have had these features for a very long time at a fraction of the price. So, what's next for Bang& Olufsen? How can they fix their financial woes in a market that is ever evolving, especially with new audio technologies such as spatial audio, better noise canceling, and AI integration? Well, let's take a look at that. Despite their financial losses, they need to maintain their symbol of luxury and design. They need to work on their operational and digital modernization by allowing different model products, such as the BOLIT 20 and the A6, to connect to each other within their own ecosystem. They have the technology because you can connect two BOLIT 20 portable speakers or two A6 speakers together to create studio sound, but they just haven't allowed them to connect through software to one another. I'm not sure why, but they do have the capabilities. It's just being blocked by the software. They need to have better in house software to improve connectivity and to guarantee regular updates for their products for at least 5 years. Very rarely do they update the software to any of their products, which keeps the companies stuck in the past. And it also pushes products to be further outdated than they even should be, especially when comparing it to other competitors such as Bowers and Wilkins or Sennheiser. Bang& Olufsen should also have better brand segmentation, separating their speakers and home audio systems, potentially between a line called Bang& Olufsen Heritage or as well as the BO Play line, which is their more portable, fashionable products. Additionally, they need to expand on their retailing. Unless you are looking to buy solely online or you are lucky to live enough close to one of their showrooms, good luck trying to find one of them on display for you to test or even easily return if you didn't like them for whatever reason. It is very hard to get your hands on any of their products before you buy them. So, how can somebody commit to such a large priced item, especially a luxury item, without often being able to even see it before they get it? To remain competitive and grow their profit, they have to grow their luxury and sustainability segments as well to keep up with older products to maintain customer satisfaction.